Welcome to Interactive Animation in Games Lesson 4, Shapes and Parameters. Our key vocabulary word for today is parameter, additional information provided as input to a block to customize its functionality. So, we are no longer just going to put a single shape with coordinates. We're going to add on to that today. If you followed with lesson 3, you should already have ellipse and rec in your notebook. And you should already understand what the x and y are. We have our x coordinate and our y coordinate for our graph. Today we're going to go further into what W and H stand for. We're also going to add background color. Make sure you have all of these in your notebook. All right, let's move over to lesson 4, shapes and parameters in code.org, bubble number 1. You are going to make a prediction. Take a look at this code. What do you think will appear on your screen? Pause the video now and go ahead and type in your answer. All right, now that you've typed in your answer, let's take a look at this code. We got rectangle 100, 100, 100, 200. So let's take a look. Let's run the program. We have our blue rectangle. 100, 100 is our top left-hand corner. That's where it starts to draw it. Then we have 100. Let's take a look. If we look at our grid, each square is worth 50. So from here to here is 50, and from here and here is to 50. So our width is 100 long. Our height, so we got 50, 50, 50, 50. If we add all that up, that's 200. So we have our x coordinate, our y coordinate, our width, and our height. Fill is the color. Don't forget, the fill is the color that it colors in our shape. All right, go ahead and hit finish and move on to bubble number 2. Do this. Change the numbers in the second rectangle to make the rectangle longer than the red rectangle longer than the blue one. So right now the blue one is longer. I do not want you to change the width. I don't want you to change the colors. Do not just change these two colors. Um, you want to make this red one longer than the blue one by changing the numbers in the second rectangle block. Push pause and go ahead and try that now. All right, so we have our rectangle, we have our coordinates, we have our width, which is what it is across. What we're looking to do is make it longer, so we're going to change our height. Our blue rectangle is 200, so we need this number to be bigger than 200. So I'm just going to put 250. You could put 251. You could put 400. If you put something over 400, you could put 500, but it's just going to go off your screen. Keep it on your, so for this class, we'll keep it on your screen. My mouse is, there we go. All right. So now we have our red rectangle longer than our blue rectangle. Hit finish and move on to the next one. All right. Now we're going to work with ellipses. All right. Add an orange ellipse. Let's see what we got right now. We got a green ellipse. Add an orange ellipse to the screen that is taller than the green one. Use an ellipse block to set the width and the height of the ellipse. Use the fill block to make the ellipse orange. So take a look at this picture. This is what you want your screen to look like. So, do we put our shape first or do we put our color first? Think about that. Go ahead and pause the video, do this problem, and then come back. All right, so if you did it right, you did your fill color first and then your ellipse. What color did it want? It wanted orange. Orange. Now, if you didn't change this, you have a big orange circle and you cannot see the green circle. Okay? So first let's work on an orange circle. We want it tall. Maybe not as tall as we have it. I'm going to change it to 350. And it's a little too wide right now, so I'm going to make it 300. Let's take a look at that. All right. Now, notice you can't see the green circle. Basically, what this code is saying is we painted the green circle first, and then we painted the orange circle over the green circle. Go ahead and highlight your orange circle, fill color in your ellipse, and change the code around. Okay, so now we have our orange ellipse around our green ellipse. Shapes and parameters, bubble number 4. Do this, run the code to see the background. We have a yellow background. Change the background from yellow to orange. So we are going to change the background from yellow to orange. Okay. Challenge, and yes, I do expect you to do the challenge. There is a purple square that is covered up by the background. Can you change the order of your code so that you can see both the blue and the purple square? So it painted the purple square first before it painted the background. So we just want to move the purple square. You could have also, if you didn't want to move the purple square, you could have also moved the background up. Either way will work, but you need to paint your background before you paint stuff on top of it. Once you're done, hit finish and go on to bubble number 5. All right, let's see. We got a green circle here. Make a black background behind the green circle. All right, so now we need to drag out a background. I'm going to go to text mode. You do not have to do this, but I'm going to type it in instead. And we want black. I did parentheses. Oops. Parenthesis and semicolon. Now make sure each line is separated by a semicolon. Make sure if you type it in that you add that semicolon. And now we have a black background. So remember, you can do it in block mode if you're more comfortable with that. But if you want to progress further, you can also go to typing mode. Okay. All right, once you're done with that, hit finish. All right, bubble number 6. What we got here? We got some grass, we got a sun, we got the sky. Do this. Debug the program to correct the errors so that the grass extends all the way across the entire bottom. Hint, you only have to change one number. Which parameter makes your rectangle, the grass, wider? So we've got our grass here. If we had our little stick figure running across the grass here, it would fall off the cliff. We want it to actually be able to run all the way across the screen. So we need to make this grass longer. We have our X, we have our Y, we have our width, we have our height. Now, remember, the end of our screen is 400, so we want to put 400. Do not change the y coordinate. So here's this. If you were to have changed the y coordinate, what do you think would happen? That's the x coordinate. What do you think would have happened? It disappears because it starts here and it goes all the way this way, so it's actually off the screen right now. So make sure you don't change the y coordinate. All right, go ahead and hit finish. You will do bubble numbers 7, 8, and 9 on your own. And I look forward to seeing you in lesson number 5.